Hello, Aristotelian students. This is Mario Martinez again on my power walks in the mystical forest. Alright, it's my first walk in 2022. And 2022 started in a very interesting way. My romantic relationship ended after a few years. And it ended without my permission, which is another way of saying unrequited love. And how I'm dealing with it is exactly the way that I ask everyone to deal with unrequited love. Because if I didn't, I'd be a fraud. I'd be teaching something that I'm not practicing myself. So what am I doing with it? Well, you have to mourn, you have to hurt, necessary, otherwise you're a sociopath. So be aware of that. But you don't have to hurt more than you need to. You hurt only in the learning of the process of mourning. And this is what you do. First, you understand that the heart is a domain of feelings. And the brain is a domain of thoughts. And they have different codes. The code for the brain, for the thoughts, is reason. And the code for the heart is unconditional love. So, first, you have to address the thoughts. And there you go, and you run a little dialogue with yourself. Why is it over? What did I do wrong? What did that person do wrong? You do all of that, and you exhaust it till you finally realize that it happened because it had to happen, and it was complex, and to go back to the reruns is not productive. So you stop there. Then you go to the heart and you speak to the heart differently, because the heart doesn't understand what happened. This is why somebody hurts you, and intellectually you say, I don't want to be with that person anymore, but you still miss them, because the heart has that unconditionality, which is very important for human beings. So the way you talk to your heart is, what are you missing? What did you lose here emotionally? And you'll know from the heart that you're missing the companionship, that you're missing the joy, and you're missing the belongingness. And that needs to be brought back to you, because it was given out to someone, and needs to be brought back to you so you can start giving those emotions to yourself again. So your joy, by creating significance in what you do. Your belongingness, by giving yourself permission to be wherever you are. And your companionship, the way that you treat yourself when you're alone. There you're regaining the emotionality that was lost. And then you go back and forth from the thoughts to the emotions, and you calibrate. And as you do this, it takes some time, but it's exciting actually. Then as you do this and you realize that the answer for unrequited love, after you do all this work, the antidote, the healing is faith in your journey. Faith in your journey. Whatever happened was a preparation for the next step. Your journey is infinite. Some will come in, some will stay. Some will come in, some will go. And it is your journey. So faith in your journey. Practice this. Read my books, the Mind-Body Code, the Mind-Body Self. But be aware that I'm dealing with the same thing that people deal with, that I help all over the world. So what I'm saying is, my walk is a way of bringing my belongingness back. I belong here. I belong here. It's permission to belong is what you need. How I'm treating myself, I'm taking myself out to my favorite person restaurant. That's my companionship. Taking myself. And what is the joy? The significance that I give to the things I'm doing. The significance that I give to being here and now in the forest, and the significance of being in the person restaurant. These are tools that will work, I promise you. You just have to use them, and courageously. And what is a terrain for courage? Valuation. You don't have any courage for things that are worthless to you. But if you build your valuation and giving significance to what you do, you have the courage to do what Kierkegaard said, that despair can only be dealt with jumping into what he called the shift or the leap of faith. Enjoy and be at peace. And one more thing I want to tell you that's important. If you feel anguish, you're going to feel constriction. Anguish comes from the Latin angustus, which means narrowing. And sometimes you even can't breathe very well. That's anguish. It's all right. That's your mind-body. How do you get rid of anguish? Bring joy to your life. And now you know how to bring joy. You know how to deal with unrequited love. So go for it. Even if you haven't had a problem with anyone in a while, but you still have some unresolved, unrequited love, do it. Clean it up. But you have to do it in a meditative, contemplative state, so you don't do it up in your head and do just word or thought gymnastics. Enjoy. I'm going to have to stop now because it started raining. So here comes the rain. Enjoy.